Welcome to Sisters of Satoshi, where crypto meets confidence and the markets never sleep.
We're your hosts, Becca and Isabel, bringing you the latest in crypto, finance, and global market news every single day.
Whether you're trading tokens, tracking stocks, or just trying to make sense of the chaos, we've got your back.
Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's dive into today's market moves.
Stay with us and let's get started now.
So, Congress is gearing up for what they're calling Crypto Week with 3 major bills on the table, and it's kind of a big deal in the crypto world.
Right, that's a lot going on. Can you break down what these 3 bills are all about?
Sure thing. First up is the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act, sometimes called the Clarity Act, which is designed to create a framework for digital assets by, clearly defining roles for the SEC and the CFTC. It essentially would exempt certain blockchain-based asset offerings from the old, outmoded regulations.
And there's some controversy with that, right? I've heard some critics calling it a way for big crypto companies to dodge SEC oversight.
Exactly, many, including consumer groups and figures like Senator Warren, argue that it's a deregulation move that favors wealthier crypto players at the expense of investor protection.
Got it. Then there's the Genius Act. That's the one focused on stablecoins, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. The Genius Act is intended to lay out a robust regulatory structure for stablecoins. It basically says that issuers need to back their coins one-to-one with US dollars or similarly liquid assets. And it also covers topics like insolvency protections and compliance with the Bank Secrecy Act. It's been through quite a bit of bipartisan tweaking, too.
Interesting how both Democratic and Republican lawmakers seem to be chiming in, each making amendments to address different concerns, like terrorism financing or even preventing big tech from overreaching.
Exactly. It's like, a balancing act. And then we have the Anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act, which is, aimed at stopping the Federal Reserve from launching a central bank digital currency. The act is pitched as a protection for personal privacy and preventing undue government control over digital dollars.
That one seems particularly interesting because it really touches on the debate around surveillance and centralized control versus the decentralized promise of crypto.
Right. And it also ensures that Congress retains sole authority over issuing a digital dollar, basically putting a check on the Fed's power.
So with all these measures on the table, do you think Congress can actually pass 3 such important bills in just 1 week?
Well, that's the big question. Considering the legislative pace in Washington, passing these laws in a short time seems ambitious. But, major crypto players like Coinbase are pushing hard, lobbying extensively, which might tip the scales.
I get that, but isn't it a bit risky to prioritize industry growth over thorough consumer protections and financial stability?
That's a fair point. While proponents argue these bills bring much-needed clarity and foster innovation, critics worry about, potential negative impacts on everyday investors, not to mention vulnerabilities in the financial system. It's a trade-off that will undoubtedly spark a lot of debate.
Absolutely. And it'll be interesting to see how, bipartisan support evolves, especially with both sides proposing amendments to the same bills.
Definitely. This is a pivotal moment, both for crypto regulation and for the broader conversation about tech's role in finance. It shows how the regulatory landscape is adapting to newer, dynamic technologies.
Well, here's hoping that whichever way it goes, the outcomes help balance innovation with protection for everyone involved.
Agreed. The coming weeks will be crucial in shaping the future of the crypto industry in the U.S. We've got our eyes firmly on Congress as they tackle these challenging issues.
This crypto week might just redefine the industry's trajectory. Thanks for breaking that down.